right. Welcome into the conversation tonight about the Future You Party, Todd. Pretty excited about sharing this opportunity to celebrate our success group. So speaking of that, my name is Aaron Montgomery. This is Todd Downing. Todd, how are
Hello.
you this evening, sir?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
I am doing fantastic as well. We are wrapping up 2020 here, putting the bow on it, so to speak.
You know what? As much as people say that they can't wait for it to be over, I don't know if I can really say that. Yeah, it had its ups and downs, but I made a lot of great connections this year and a lot of advancements in certain parts of the business. So I don't think it was a complete waste of a year.
No, I don't think so either. I think it was a great year for a lot of people. I know it was a great year for us here at our success group. Right up that way, what? Something like that. Basically, look right up here. You go find us over at oursuccessgroup.com. But yeah, it was a fantastic year. So with that being said, that's what we're talking. Yeah. I know Jim has had a very rough go of this year, 2020. Goodbye, please. Yep, for sure. So, again, ups and downs for lots of folks. Dublin King, what's up? Happy Monday to you. Todd, this is for you. He says,
hey, Chuck, what's up, Chuck?
And we've got Wade checking in. Good evening, Wade. And Heidi, thank you for being here tonight. Excited to share this with you guys. So as I was saying, Todd, what we're on January 8th, we're going to have a virtual. We're still at that stage where these things still need to be virtual, but we're going to have a virtual party. And this is a party for our members. That is an opportunity to celebrate our members, to celebrate our community, celebrate our success group, and just have an opportunity to, I don't know, I guess, like I said, beyond celebrating a year to kind of dream, imagine,
forecast.
Yeah. Get, just kind of, I don't know, you'll see what we're talking about here in a second once we show you the video kind of explaining where this idea comes from. But the Future You, Come As You'll Be party, As If party, all sorts of different potential names for it here. But that's what we're looking to do come on January 8th. And so we'll get to that in 1 second, but let's check a couple more comments, Todd, if that works for you.
Absolutely.
All right. So we've got Martha checking in and Janessa, and Kelly says a year for us all to pivot. Yep.
Absolutely.
Pivoting was good. So there we go. We've got Kim. Good evening. I agree. 2020 wasn't all bad. Yep. I think a lot of changes happened. And Jesse says, hi, Todd and everybody.
Jesse.
And, better to be on YouTube or Facebook. Really, whatever's easiest for you is fine by us. So
yeah, I like YouTube.
Okay, there you go. So you're in the perfect right place. Hello, Todd and everyone. And nice. And we've got Ree checking in and Curtis. It is not Tuesday.
No.
What's happening on Tuesdays with Todd tomorrow? Any idea yet?
I don't know. It depends.
I mean, that's a whole day away.
It depends on UPS, man. I had something that said it was going to be here today, and there hasn't been movement on it in 3 days. So,
oh boy! All right. So, Patricia, hello, and Jerry says ready for 2021 with a WON. I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And Becky, appreciate you being here. Hello, Becky. And all right. So we've got a Facebook user here. Hi, y'all. Facebook user. So if you'll do us a favor and head to StreamYard.com/Facebook, or if it's easier, just to head over to liveosg.com and catch us from the YouTube. Even if you've been there before, unfortunately, Facebook loves to, it's Facebook being Facebook. So they're going to clear things out and make it more difficult. So if you'll do us a favor, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. That will get you, so we know who the heck we're talking to, as we have another Facebook user here, Todd. So
yeah, if you with ghosts or something there.
I think those are smiley faces.
Sure, I like ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts. You've missed that season. That was back in October, Todd. And then thank you very much, Kelly. Hit those likes. Appreciate that. And subscribe if you have not subscribed over there at liveosg.com.
And that's a perfect reason on why I like YouTube better, because once you're there, you're there. Facebook and StreamYard doesn't always play nice together, but when you're on YouTube, it does play nice. So we're able to see who you are.
Yeah, nice. Nan said, just checked out the Christmas star. Yeah, Todd and I were talking about that before we got started. What did you say the last time we saw that was as humans?
1,200 or 800 years ago. So 1,226.
Okay. 1,226. So yeah. I was not around back then, as much as people might think I'm that old, but I do hang out with Terry. I think he was around back then. So. All right. So, Todd, let's talk about what this Future You party is.
Absolutely.
I shared with you this video already, just so make sure that you could tell me if I was crazy or not. I know how I feel like it's supposed to be, and what people should think of it, but maybe real quick, give us your quick rundown of what a come as you'll be party is, and then we'll watch the video and see if anybody agrees with us.
So I think for me, it's something that I guess, as we get older, we lose, I think we lose less of the vision. When we're a kid, we can do anything, from the time that you're born to the time that you're 6, what do you want to be when you grow up? And be a president, I want to be a doctor. And I don't think it's till you get to high school and those teachers kind of beat you down and say, yeah, you're not doing that. And we need to get back to that. Where are you going to be in 5 years? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? And what will you have accomplished by then? Because when you start thinking it, you start believing it. When I said I was going to, start looking better, I had an option: shave or work out. And shaving made it a lot faster. So,
I did look at a picture the other day with your beard. I was like, man, he does look different.
Yeah, I look a lot different. So it's one of those where, once you can vision where you're at with it, and you have that gut feeling of, yes, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to, and I'm work at everything I can to accomplish that. Having that vision, having that seeing is believing type mentality with it, you're gonna see yourself there, and you're gonna accomplish it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So this kind of idea, the details of it came out of my Success Principles training. So this is kind of in my member back end area here. So this is just between us, just friends here. No big deal. I'm gonna get rid of that banner real quick there. So we're going to watch this. It says it's 16 minutes. We're not going to watch all the back end of it here. We're going to have Jack Canfield kind of introducing it to us, and then we'll see how they do it in a live scenario. Maybe one or two people will scroll ahead a little bit and get through this. So sit back, enjoy probably between 5 and 10 minutes of a quick video here, and then Todd and I will be back to discuss it a little bit further.
Absolutely.
One of the most powerful tools in training people for greater success is a come as you'll be party. It's built on the principle act as if. When someone acts as if they've already accomplished or already experiencing the thing that they want to experience in the future, it creates this dynamic tension in the brain that actually creates motivation. It opens up the reticular activating system to allow more perception in, to see things that can help you achieve your goal. And it really activates the law of attraction. Because when you raise your vibration up to match the thing you want, which is what happens at a come as you'll be parties, you'll see in a minute, it increases the attraction power of the thing that you're wanting to attract into your life. So basically, a come as you'll be party is you're going to have the people act as if it's 1 or 3 or 5 years into the future, just depending on your goal, again, who you're working with, what group you're doing, and what you're trying to accomplish. We usually do 5 years into the future. And this can be something that lasts for 30 minutes. I've even done it as slow as, as short as maybe 10 minutes in a workshop, or sometimes, as you'll see in the film that'll follow my little introduction here, is that you're going to see a come as you'll be party that actually lasted for an hour with about 63 graduates of our train the trainer program. And what we ask people to do is to come dressed the way they would be dressed 5 years from now. Some people come in Hawaiian costumes because they want to be retired. So they got a Hawaiian shirt on or maybe a lei around their neck. They're carrying one of those pineapple drinks with the umbrella in it. Some people come in a suit, tuxedos. They've just come back from receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. People can bring props. Obviously, if you're just saying we're going to do this at the end of a day of a seminar, it won't be time to do that. But we tell people often in advance of a longer seminar, you can bring books that you've published. So you just get a book and put a fake cover around it, and you can do something on your computer to mock up a cover. And people bring tickets to concerts they're going to do, invitations to the White House. I've seen, my favorite prop was this young guy. He was about 20 years old, and he was going around with his cell phone. And about every 10 minutes, he'd say, no, I'm sorry. I'm not in love with you anymore. Quit calling me. And he'd hang up in a sense. And then about 10 minutes later, his cell phone would ring. I guess he had someone calling him, part of the game. And he'd say, no, I told you, I'm done. I know I'm the best lover on the planet. It doesn't matter. We're out of here. And toward the end, he went, J-Lo, it's over. So he was pretending that Jennifer Lopez was this woman that he'd broken up with. I've seen people come in with sculptors, leather aprons. One of my favorites, again, was a woman who wanted to be a TV anchor and also interview people for television shows. And she always wanted to be that person on the red carpet during the Academy Awards and the Emmys and so forth. And so she actually hired a guy with a camera, found a red carpet actually, and cordoned off a part of the room where we're having a party. And as everyone came in, she interviewed them. Well, here it is 5 years later. What are you doing? And so she actually got to be the anchor with the microphone and so forth. So props are not necessary, but they do make it a lot more fun. And we tell people you have to stay in role for at least 30 minutes to an hour, however long the party is. And to stay in role, it's 5 years into the future. So everything you're talking about is the past tense. I did this, I did that, I accomplished this, I accomplished that. And it's very, very profound. It sounds kind of hokey when you first hear about it, but when you actually do it, the amount of energy that's generated, the amount of belief that's created. And I've talked to people at the end of a Come As You'll Be party, and they tell me, wow, I feel like I've actually done it already. And now it's just like a done deal. It doesn't have that big scary feeling to it anymore. So I strongly encourage you to do it in your workshops. You might want to practice it at home. Do a Come As You'll Be party for your friends, family, neighbors. Do one in your office maybe. And then you can take it out into the world, into your workshops and your seminars. In your churches, association meetings, we've actually put them on there for thousands of people. So it's a really powerful tool. You can read more about some of the details of it. We actually have an invitation you can send out both in my Success Principles book and also in your manual. So let's go now and actually see what happens at a Come As You'll Be party.
All right. All right. So did the sound go away? Todd, is that what happened?
Okay, all right. Just making sure it wasn't me. Yeah, it was like we had the intro music, and then right after the intro music, when she started talking, nothing. Very interesting.
That is very interesting. Okay, so you didn't get to hear see any of this interaction. Let me see if I can fast forward it a little ways here and see if we can. I'll restart it and we'll see if we can pick it back up with somebody else.
I thought it was just me because you said you were getting
no.
sound.
I could hear it on my end, but then Jerry came in and said, "Should there be sound?" So. Yeah, let me stop this and we'll try it again. But you guys heard all the way up until while he was introducing it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's just when she started talking, or after the intro.
Music was great till she was talking, and then it was like where it should have faded out, and she comes in.
Didn't come back in. All right. Well, let me try one more time here, and we'll get that. And I'm just gonna rewind towards the end here, where Jack actually is interviewing somebody else that. Kind of again as they are 5 years from now. So, okay, let's see here. One more moment. Share audio. Okay, I'm going to push play now, and Todd, let me know if you hear this.
Okay.
No sound.
No sound.
Okay. Well, you guys will get to see that. I'll figure out how to. I'm not real sure.
We'll post it up in the members group.
Yeah, we'll so basically here's what happens though is again so when we're in the party what's happening and what's happening here is that again they're acting as if it's 5 years from the time when this was actually happening, so I think this took place in 2014 and they were pretending like it was 2019 and again they're interviewing people, they're talking to people, and they're basically saying what's happened since we saw you 5 years ago or whatever the case may be, and they're going and they're all the things that they want to do, the goals they want to achieve, like this lady here, you can kind of see it. I'll at least put that back up on screen. You can see down in the bottom here she's got a Time magazine that in her hand, and so that's a Time magazine with her face on it that she mocked up and she's carrying around with her saying, yeah, and I made it into Time magazine. She's actually I will try to get this up there so you guys can hear it in the private members group, but it's such a cool thing, like you said, the experience, the vibration, all of those things that well, I think for me, the biggest thing is what he said right there towards the end, where it was like when he talked to people after the fact, all those things now became no big deal. It felt like a done deal. So now it was just the process of getting there, is kind of what was next. So they were already, lived it out in their head. They got a chance to talk about it and go from there. So what are your guys' thoughts? Todd, what are your thoughts here?
I'm super excited. I already have mine planned out. I kind of had a deal and a plan of what I wanted to do. And I think this year kind of led me towards that of more things I want to do. And of course, I haven't told you any of it yet. You'll find out at the party and then it'll all click and make sense.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where, yeah, you definitely need to have that vision. And when you can have that feeling of, yes, I know I can do this because I've already experienced it, then it just is going to make it that much easier. Yeah,
it really is a extremely cool experience. I've had an opportunity to do this before myself, and and it's okay if you don't have it all. The details will get filled in along the way. It's the kind of just figuring out where do you want to be in 4 or 5 years from now, and then just talking about it, and the great part is as you talk about it, you'll start to fill in those details. You'll start to, things will start to like, oh, wait a second. Yeah, I'm going to do this, and so on and so forth. So anyhow, Todd, so let's talk about specifically the party that we're going to have.
Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be on January 8th. Actually, let me go back before we get started here. Let me just go back and check the comments here real quick. I think we must have thought it was copyrighted or something like that. I have. Kelly says, I've had videos self-mute. Somehow it knows it's being broadcast or recorded. It's like magic, no sound or black screen.
Nice.
Right. So let's get, so we're going to do this on January 8th.
Yes.
At 7 p.m.
Correct.
Central time for those
Center
of you.
of the universe.
Center of the universe time, Central time. We're going to do it virtually. It'll be on Zoom. Mm-hmm. And the way we'll set it up. So Todd, we figured depending on how many people show up, but probably about an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is kind of have the full room, everybody there, have a celebration, because the other part of this party is an opportunity just to celebrate the community that's come together, our success group, what we've been able to do together in the year that we've been, that our success group has been live and happening. So that celebration part. And then from there, we'll go to some breakout rooms. And that way everybody has a chance to, share what's happened for them in the last, So what we're going to do is we're going to play as if we are in 2025. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's 5 years from when our success group started. So 4 years from now. A little more than 4 years from now. So we're going to pretend like it's 2025.
Correct.
So we'll go into the breakout rooms. Everybody will have a chance to, talk. We'll come back, maybe we'll talk a little bit more kind of as the big group, another breakout room. Again, just kind of give everybody an opportunity to mill around a little bit with each other.
Think like it if you've ever been to, any of the after hours parties after any of the trade shows like that. You go there and hey, guess what? We're all in the same restaurant, bar, whatever. But you have the individual tables that you go to where you're conversating with people. And then on your way, pass through, you might stop at another table and talk to some people there. You might tell the same story, 12 times. And depending how many drinks you had, it gets 12 times better, But
well, exactly. And so we're going to basically shuffle your table for you,
yep.
And give you an opportunity. Again, Nan says, I can't wait. Fun costume party with real life events. So it's going to be a blast. All right. So that's the deal. We're going to pretend like it's 2025 and we're going to, what you're doing in 2025. And we'll have it all set up to where, everybody gets a chance. We'll have some, questions that we ask and kind of give everybody an opportunity to feel comfortable. As he said, it might feel a little hokey. It might seem a little hokey at first, but once you do this, you're going to be like, I need to do this at every party I go to. This is because what happens is you get that opportunity to, again, fill in the blanks. You start thinking about it. You start moving forward. You start, and you bring that vibration, and other people know what you're trying to do. And they get some clarity. And so they're also going to be interested in helping you get there, and supporting you. And, oh my God, that's so cool. How can I help with that? And that kind of thing. So there's a lot of benefits. And if you have a prop, if you want to dress up, none of those things are required. It just, whatever.
You're just encouraged. If you can, I'm waiting. I mean, you guys are all pretty creative, so we should see some really fun stuff here. And if you don't, that's fine too, because I don't want to put added stress on you. It's hard enough to think about what you're going to be in 5 years from here, but if you're able to nail that down and you can throw in a top hat and monocle with it, why not?
Yeah, exactly. And here's the other part that I think is important for people to understand is that there's no right or wrong. Where you're at in 5 years, there's no right or wrong. I mean, wherever you want to be in this is a no judgment zone completely. I think those of you that are already in the Our Success Group community understand that and really truly get that. But it doesn't matter where. And you know what? If that changes in a year, maybe all of a sudden that changes for you. It's not a bad thing. It's not like, oh my God, I put this out there that this is where I'm going to be in 5 years and now I'm stuck with this. No, you know what? Maybe you get there in a year and where you're at in 5 years is way beyond where you thought you were going to be. Yep. Or maybe something happens and you've got to regroup and that's totally cool. Yep. This has everything to do with just enjoying, raising your vibration, getting your energy level up. And honestly, I think it's going to be a great kickoff for 2021, Todd.
I do too. Because I think with where my plan is to be, I realistically think that I could hit that with next year, and just depending on how our whatever the hell our industry, how our industry plays out with COVID and regroups on that. But if everything starts to go back to normal, I think there's a very good chance I could knock off a lot of this, and so then I would have 3 years of experience of doing it, so I'd have plenty of stories to tell.
Sure, exactly. Well, Jerry, you can show up without a mask on then. So you hope we're not wearing a mask in 5 years. A mask burning party. We could, get that going. Will we be sharing our goals? Honestly, I would recommend sharing your goals all the time. The more you share it, the easier it is to get to. But what we'll be doing here is basically sharing as if we've reached those goals. So instead of me saying, I'd like to, I'll use the goal that I think everybody knows that I've got of having 1,000 people in the Masters of Success program. So instead of me saying I'm working towards getting 1,000 people in the Masters of Success program, I'll be saying things like, it's so awesome. I can't believe how much success all 1,000+ members have achieved. And, some of the Master of Success folks are now the ones who are leading some of these groups, and basically, again, living as if. So, hopefully that answers that question there. And Kevin, good point. Are we assuming 2020 ends and doesn't just continue until? Because I think we're probably like at this point, today's like March 262nd or something like that. I think.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, we are making that assumption, and we're going to continue to make that assumption that 2020 is not continuing. Hey, we've just started into the age of Aquarius, Todd. So we're moving forward here.
I got to Google that.
Yep, you look that up. Okay.
Notes.
All right. So a couple quick notes then to kind of wrap this part of it up, and then we can kind of cover some other things. If you guys have questions, let us know. So again, this is happening January 8th at 7 p.m. Central Time. We will be acting as if it is 2025. And this is for our Success Group members. So if you're not a member, you can still sign up and be able to participate. You didn't have to be a member the whole year. But if you do want to sign up for memberships, you go to oursuccessgroup.com/memberships. And you can get all the details and sign up there. If you use the code THANKS, that will get you 20% off. And that will be a great opportunity to lock in your price at that 20% off price. The way we've always done our memberships is wherever you start at, whatever the price is that you start at, no matter what changes we make or raising the prices, we want you guys to, as long as you want to be a member, you're locked in at that price. So you can check that out over at oursuccessgroup.com/memberships. Sorry. And then the other thing I wanted to share is if you are a member, you'll have access to this page, and I'll go ahead and put it in the comments here. If you're not a member, it will just take you back to the front. But I'm going to show you what this page looks like here. Maybe if I can get the right screen up and it's not blank. Let's try that. Okay. So it's oursuccessgroup.com/as-if, and we'll show you where you can find this. But so there's the page. Let me get rid of the banners here, and so you can see all of it. So basically, if you'll sign up here before the 31st of December, we are going. What's that? Yeah.
10 days.
You got 10 days. And if you'll sign up there, so we know who's coming, we will send you a $10 Visa gift card.
Yeah.
Right? So just, we basically want to buy you the first drink.
Yeah.
All right. We want to celebrate you. We appreciate your being a part of this, letting us be a part of your success, really.
Yeah. Because what's a party without a drink? And hey, let us buy you your first drink. So
yep.
10 days to sign up for $10. Woo!
Yeah, exactly. 10 days to sign up for $10. We'll buy. And you know what? If your drink's a soda, Perfect. Your drinks of coffee, your drinks of water, or whatever you choose. Again, no judgment. We're here to have some fun and to celebrate and to raise our level of success. So, all right. Anything else on the future you?
No, I'm super excited.
Okay. I'm super excited as well. I can't wait to see this come together. I've been wanting to do this with our success group. We actually had talked about maybe doing something like this in a live event, and that may still happen if we can get to a place where we can all show up in the same place and have a party. Mexico 2022. Okay, that's Todd's goal. So you'll be talking at this party about, oh man, and remember a couple years back when we were all in Mexico together, and that'll be great. Marianne says, I still can't get used to Todd's clean shaven face. So looks good. Looks really good.
Thanks.
And Kylene says, nice. Looking forward to the future you party. So awesome. All right. Anything else, Todd, on that before we move on to the next thing here?
You just need to go to the link and sign up. If you're not a member, there's the membership opportunities that are there, and you can use the code to save on it. So we'd love to have you join it. So if you have any questions on that, you're not sure if the group's right for you, in fact, there's a contact us that's on that page as well. Shoot us a message. We'd love to chat with you and show you that it more than likely is right for you. Yep,
exactly. Yeah. And Todd, we're happy to do that. We're, in fact, on that contact us page, you can even schedule a time to just do a quick Zoom call with the both of us. So, we'll get on there again, answer your questions. And like Todd said, most likely it's right for you, but you know what? We want you to be successful. This is our mission here, to provide resources that empower business owners to achieve their idea of success. And so within that mission, Todd, we, if it's not right for somebody, that's okay. We've had that before where, they just weren't, that's not what they were looking to do. That they weren't really actually looking for a business. And so,
and that was perfectly fine. It actually made them realize that, hey, I don't want this, I just want to be able to play around and have some fun. I don't want to rely on it for money and income. I'm good with where it's at. And that's what it took, was them to realize that, yep, this is all it's going to be. And if they ever want to make that step, they can. And it was good to see that.
Yeah, totally. So rent an island. So I think Todd's actually going to be purchasing an island, if I remember correctly. That was in the plans.
Bonefish Cay was $7.5 million. So I doubt it'll be available when it is time to purchase an island, but I will continue to look. The biggest thing with island hunting that I have learned is infrastructure, because we're going to need Wi-Fi, so to buy an island with nothing, that's a little tough. I've been kind of looking more in the U.S., which costs way more, but they're already established, and they have running water and they have internet. So two things that would probably be great to have an island retreat. So
running water and internet. Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to look into. I heard. I don't know which one of his companies it's through, but isn't Elon Musk going to have like satellite, internet for everybody at some point soon? Anything else?
Yeah, that is Starlink.
Starlink, yes, thank you.
Starlink is an amazing thing, but because right now you can actually go on, you can type in your address to see, because it's so like pinpointed that it only work in like this neighborhood and not in that neighborhood and this one. So in time, yeah, there'll be affordable internet everywhere. But man, I don't know. What is that going to be like, the AOL dial-up? I don't know if we could pull off something like this. But if we can, yeah. I did the math, when we were getting married, and I
not Todd and I, Todd and Corey, just FYI.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. So it was like, if you can swing it, you could probably, if you can bring in $100,000 cash in, you could pretty much live at an all-inclusive resort. And, you just got to pay for laundry and clothes, and the rest of it's free. Your cable, your internet, your food, your drinks. So, that's a pretty lofty goal to have. And I don't mind that goal at all. So we'll see how that plays out.
I like it. All right. So Marianne said that's cheap. And you have Starlink now. So,
yep.
So, all right, Todd, what's next? What are we talking about next here?
Next up, were we doing the walkthrough on the website?
do that, or you want to do the scholarship thing?
Oh, scholarship. Which one do the people want to know? Do they want to know, they want to see the website, or do they want to see the scholarship? Because we're going to do the opposite one and make them wait for the one they want.
Nice. Rude.
Well, I guess scholarship, we can go over the scholarship now.
All right. Well, I will leave that to you, sir. I'm ready. I've got the link. So
you've got the link. So if you know anything about Aaron and myself, we're definitely not in this for the money. We're in it to the enrichment that we're seeing from other people. And we know that one of the hardest things for people to do is, to actually invest in themselves. They don't have the money. They don't have the time. They just not sure. So we wanted to take one of the things out of it, and we wanted to take the money part out of it. So last year when we started up, we offered 2 scholarships, and we're back to do it again this year. So for the 5 keys and a Corel Draw training, so you're going to get 2 months of training. We're going to give it to you for free. Aaron's going to post up a link, and in that link, there's going to be a little survey to fill out, and it's nothing crazy. It's just going to be your name, your business name, I think phone number, email, and then why
just email.
Just email, yeah. So why you think you deserve the scholarship. We had a great time with it last year, and we had some good people that came out of it, and they really advanced their business from it. And so, figured, Merry Christmas. Why not do it again this year? So we'll run that through. Because when's the next training? The next training is the
13th.
So we'll run this through. We didn't really set a date yet, did we?
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah. Well, how about we'll run it through the party, the January.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
You know what? Maybe we should just do it through the end of the year, because we'll need some time to get everything set up, I guess. So.
Well, yeah, because we could go let's run it through the 31st, and we'll make the announcement on the 7th. That gives us 7 days to go through it all. So that way, whoever does get to join in, they can come to the party. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, perfect. All right, so
Not already said it, so we got to do it.
That's right. You put it out there. No, Todd, we're not doing that. All right. So just go to that form, put in your information. So when's that by?
31st.
Okay, so the end of the year. So you got till the end of the year.
10 days.
Yep. And Kevin, it is going to end. And I don't know who Tom is, but Tom should bring the beard back. So
maybe it's Todd.
I think it was supposed to be Todd, but it's also a Facebook user. So that means this Facebook user, just FYI.
StreamYard.com/Facebook, and you authorize them permission, or you can head over to liveosg.com and you can find us right there on YouTube, and then we don't even have to worry about that part.
There it is, StreamYard.com. Man, you really do have that down. We should just record that. Oh, you know what we should do? You should record that, and then we'll have that as like this little video guy that we can just hit and just.
Yeah, we could have it as a sound too. I was watching somebody over the weekend, and I asked some questions on how they did it, because they use StreamYard, and they have multiple camera views, and so they're running everything through a couple stream decks. And so, like, they have the super chat. So when somebody, pays to get on there, then they get the little thing, super chat, and they ask that. So I'm really 2021, man.
All right, let's see what happens. I do have my mixer over here, so we could definitely run some sound effects through it if we had to. All right, so that's the scholarship. 2 months free, January and February free.
Yeah. And that's going to give you the 5 keys. Now, if you're unsure what that is, definitely go check it out. But it's for launching and growing your business. So if you're just starting off, this is what really kicked off, our success group, and it kicked off a lot of people. I had a lot of eyes open that didn't realize, how wrong they were doing things. Now, that's not a bad how wrong they were doing things. It was just, hey, what these are some little things that are going to help you increase your revenue, your business. And a lot of it is increasing, your self-awareness about what you need to do to become a successful business. It's one of my most favorite trainings that we do, because it's just so eye-opening. And when you're just starting off, if you can get that solid foundation, you can build that business into a skyscraper and you'll be fine. So really, really looking forward to doing it again. And I can't wait to see the success stories that comes out of it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I'm excited about next year. I'm excited about getting back into the 5 keys. I'm already working on I just lost it. The spreadsheet, the Google spreadsheet. We're going to revamp that, and we're going to revamp the whole process, all the training. So even if you've been through it once already, great refresher, great reminder, great opportunity to just go back through it with us live again. And so after having this for a year, you're going to have new questions, you're going to have new things to bring up. So, and then plus, revamping it to make sure that, we're up to date, we're bringing in any new information, really a ton. So, Janessa, this is great. Go ahead, Todd.
It kind of reminds me of high school geometry. Yeah, we all took it. We all know how to do it, and we got it through enough to get us by to get that passing grade. And we used it a couple times, but now when I need to figure out angles and stuff, I definitely need to review that geometry because I can't do the stuff off my head like I used to. And it's the same way with any of this training. It's always great to have refreshers there because there could be something you missed the first time, or you might have a new question or something else that we didn't think of that you're going to ask, and it's going to help improve us. So that's what we're always looking forward to.
Yep, indeed. Okay. All right. So 5 keys in the OSG community helped me learn so much about myself and what I really wanted for my business. That's awesome, Janessa. Thank you for sharing that.
I do believe Janessa was the scholarship winner last year.
I don't know about. I can't remembe actually. So
I think she won something. I'm pretty sure.
But she's now an OSG member
Right.
after that. So we love having Janessa along, and just always great feedback. And Todd, one of my favorite parts is, this is a community. You and I get to sit here with the microphones in front of us, but this is all about the community of people that are sharing, are being a part of this, are growing together, willing to support each other. And Janessa says I was. Okay, good. So
like elephant.
Yeah. So Facebook user says, right now I'm hung up on whether or not I should LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. Do you all talk about that stuff? We talked a little bit about that on the accounting one a couple weeks ago. That one's a really difficult thing for us to just kind of say, hey, this is what you should do. I mean, we certainly give you a lot of ideas and things to talk to your tax professional about. But at a certain level, some of that stuff does boil down to you need to talk to an actual CPA or tax professional or attorney, because they're going to be able to dig into your specific information and be qualified to so neither Todd or I are CPAs, so we can share with you what we know, but to actually give you advice about that specifically, probably. Well, it's not something that we can do. So we try to go give you the questions to ask, right?
Yeah, we try and give you all the information to take to, a professional in that, arena. And, here's everything that you need to ask. Here's everything and they'll give you, the best advice on what is best for you and your business at that time. Because that's the other thing too, is sometimes, businesses change over time and you might start as one and end up becoming another one and vice versa. So it's a very sticky slope kind of there, because the other thing too is, what state do you live in? What are the requirements for certain things? We just don't know it all. And so when we don't know it all, we recommend, the people that are going to know it all. And that's going to be probably an attorney in your area.
Yep. Or a CPA or accountant of some sort that, they can give that out. So, all right. Let's see here. Jim does say, go LLC, limited liability company. The other challenge there though, is inside an LLC, there are multiple different ways to form an LLC as well. So, that's again, depending on, like, for example, for me, we actually set ourselves up as a LLC to start. And then after talking to our accountant, we actually discovered that we were better off actually changing to an S Corp. So, and now we're still an LLC, but now we're an S Corp inside of that. So anyhow.
Nice.
But again, our situation is completely different than everybody else's, and going from there. So, Kelly says, yes, I am an LLC S Corp. So, all right. So there you go. We were able to help somebody there. You're very welcome. Okay, Todd. So what's next here?
This is when you want to do the tour of the website.
Oh, that's right. The tour of the website, the big website. Okay. So for our members, we have a special website. It's oursuccess.group. And one of the reasons I wanted to share this is that not all of our members have actually signed in yet. So if you're having any difficulty signing in, please reach out to us. Please let us know, because there is lots of great information over here. And we want to show everybody kind of what's behind the dashboard, so to speak. So let me pull this up and we can take a little tour. Yes.
Yeah. Not a 2-hour tour.
No, just a quick tour. It'll be very quick. Okay. Maybe if I can click on the right buttons.
I know.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So this is the page. Again, it's oursuccess.group. And if you're a member, you can go to log in. If you are not a member, you can click there and go find out how to become a member. But if you are a member, you should have a login. And if you don't have that, again, reach out to us. Let us know. We'll get that to you. It's all in there. Everybody's in there. And I've verified that everybody's all set up and ready to go. It's just a matter of going in there. And if you lost your password, you've got that lost your password. Yes, I certainly can. Jerry has to pick it. Post a link. There's a link. Work? Okay. Oursuccess.group. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to log in. And oops, that's the back end. I guess I didn't think about that. It's built on WordPress, so there you go. That'll help you. You guys might not see all this stuff up at the top of the bar here, but you probably have a little bit of this. And then if you are part of the Master Success, you'll also have this tab here. But if you're not, it will not be there. If you are, you can do it. So then if you click on Membership Dashboard, that's where you're going to find everything here. Again, here's the button to sign up for the Come As You'll Be party. If you didn't get that link earlier, you can check on that. We've got our upcoming training information here. So if you click on this button, it'll take you down to that. If we click on our so I don't know, Todd, if I'm kind of flying through this, so you slow me down whenever I'm going too fast here.
Totally makes sense with it.
Okay. All right.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. So pretty much, you've got your tabs at the top that are going to take you places, and you scroll down to see more of the places. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah. And the tabs just take you further down in the page. Yeah. Yeah, totally. So past training. So you can go back in. There's the slides and the notes and the links to different things. You can watch all of the past trainings right here. Got the last 5 keys on marketing that we did. All that stuff's listed all the way down there. And if you keep scrolling down, you can also get specifically to the 5 keys series. And after we get the new 5 keys in here, we'll get that stuff updated. So these are all the links to go back and watch each of the 5 keys. So you have the growing and launching here. We've got the planning for success. You got a playlist with all 5 of them in it that you can check out all that. And then the last thing at the bottom here is the OSG private members Facebook group, as well as the special members discounts for Success Tracker and the and I'm not going to scroll down any further, but so you got special members discounts for the Success Tracker, which you get at $1, and also the annual review, I believe, is down and in there as well. So there we go.
Magical.
There we go. Anything else? Any questions that anybody has about that? Again, if you're a member, make sure that you get in here and check this out. This is where all the information is. If you're not a member and you want to become a member, we can even take you to that.
Yeah. If you're not getting the emails, chances are you are getting them. They're just not showing up to you, or you're not opening them or something there. So anytime there's a training, which we do them every other week, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central. Now, this is something we usually try really hard to stick to that schedule to stay consistent with it, but sometimes things change. But for the most part, it's on Wednesday, every other Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central. You can always go to oursuccess.group, log in, and you'll get the information to where the links are, so you're able to find it. Now, those are also posted in the private members groups. So you got the private members groups, you got an email, and you got the website.
3 emails.
3 things. You should not get messages that say, I don't know where to find this.
Or and Todd, the other thing that we do is if you've shared it with us, we have an automated voicemail that goes out 2 hours before the training, and I'm working on my goal for 2021 is to have a text messaging system as well.
Psst, I already got it.
Okay. So there you go. So coming soon. So yeah, if you remember, plenty of places to check that out. If you want to go learn how to become a member, and we'll put the link down here, and we'll put it into the, there, it's coming in now. So, all right. So what questions you guys have about the future U Party, the scholarships, the memberships, about Todd's facial hair, anything.
Review. You've got the website. So if you're a member, you can head to OurSuccess.group. That's going to give you all the information on everything that we have to offer. If you're a member of it there, it's going to provide you all the links to past and future trainings, as long as membership discounts or member discounts to other programs. So that's at OurSuccess.group. We have the scholarship. So if you're not in Our Success group, we'd love to have you. And one of the ways that we like to give back is by giving scholarships. So once again, we're going to give 2. So you go to the link that's down below here. You have till December 31st to sign up for it. And we will we will announce the winners on January 7th. So that way you can attend the party. And now, what's this party? This party that we're having is the Future You Party. Amazing conceptual party of where are you? We're going to party like it's, 2025, You're going to party like it's 2025. What are you doing? What have you been doing the last 5 years? What are you up to? And if you sign up by the 31st, we're even going to buy your first drink. So pretty sure if you're a member, there's no reason for you not to sign up for this, because let alone you're going to get, $10. Hey, $10 sounds fine to me. Go. I don't know what you can buy for $10, but I know you can buy a drink for $10.
Yeah.
So definitely at least have one drink. Ooh, look at that Future You Party. F you.
All right. Cool. Excellent. Cool. Anybody have any questions? Janessa said text would be great. Todd, I think we've covered it all, though. So like I said, if you guys have questions, let us know. Happy to hang out for just a couple more minutes and make sure that we get all the questions answered.
Absolutely.
What's potentially happening tomorrow on Tuesdays with Todd if UPS comes through?
We are going to have a little unboxing of a DTF printer.
All right. We're going
to see how that all plays.
So what happens when that doesn't show up?
We are going to play with some vinyl, I believe.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm probably going to, there's some last minute Christmas things that I need to get done. Some tumblers. There was something else. So it might be a pressing party. Here's the last minute stuff that I can do, to just bang out the door and get on its way, because I still got some Christmas shopping to do. Surprise, surprise. And I'm cutting it close with Amazon to whether it'll get here in time, and I should probably get that done. So I have a feeling the printer will be here. UPS showed up today super early. So I'm hoping that it's stuck where it's at. It's going to be at my destination in the morning and on the truck, and then I'll know. But at least with this, I'll know about 8 in the morning if it's going to be here, because if it doesn't say out for delivery, it gives me all day to, okay, now what are we going to do? So,
figured out. Cool. I love it.
Yeah, because we got that. And then Wednesday, we're back with training again. And then you're off for the rest of the year on 2 Reeler Guys and
Small Business Saturdays. Yeah.
You're off there. I really should get on that schedule. I'm taking the last 2 weeks off of the year. So maybe I'll get on that schedule. I doubt it though, but we'll see. Yeah.
It's time to take a little break. And because of where things fall this year, as far as the holidays, we're right on top of the holidays too, with a Friday and a Saturday show. So it just would be a waste. And we're going to take a little break. And nothing more for me outside of the training. I'm super excited about the training. We're talking about, if those of you that know me, obviously data hipster is one of my things, but planning is like, just planning hipster. I think is that something we should make up? But planning is another one of my big things, and planning for 2021. I can't wait to go through that. We're going to break down some like kind of bigger picture things. We're going to break down some like specifics of things to look at. We're going to just try to cover as much ground as we can, so that when 2021 is upon us, all of the OSG members are ready to just do even more than they were able to do in 2020. So
yeah, I think the only thing that I can 100% plan for in 2021 is be awesome.
Be awesome. There you go. I like it.
I meant to kind of do that and go back to the 1st January. Two Regular Guys would make a great one, because I think Josh was on there at the beginning of the year of what he saw for 2021 or for 2020. I wanted to see, and I know that happened, did it? Just to go back and see, because I think a lot of people, what they predicted in 2020, they could just do that over and be like, all right, a fresh start.
Yeah. Because we do on Two Regular Guys, we do a 10 things we'd like to see kind of program, and let's see, but that's going to happen on the 15th of January this year. Normally it's the very first week when we come back after the holiday break, but the very first week after we come back after the holiday week on January 8th, so that morning before the Future You party, we're actually going to have Gordon Firemark back on. And if you guys don't remember who he is, he's a copyright attorney, and he was on with us and Two Regular Guys back in 2018.
Yeah.
So he's coming back to answer more copyright questions, and I've been gathering them from all the stuff I see all over the place, man. I tell you what, it's Wild West out there right now.
Show as much as possible. So I think you should just go ahead and schedule it so we can have a link to it, and that way we can just post it. Because I had to have a conversation with somebody the other day about the 20% rule, because you change 20% of it. I said, so. And I remember Gordon's remarks. So if you take Superman and you change his cape to purple and his outfit to yellow, you've changed more than 20%, right? They're like, yeah, but you still recognize it as Superman. So that doesn't work. So that was, okay, that does kind of make sense. So I remember that one for sure. And then the other one was I was always under the impression that, hey, if you want to protect yourself, you can just, put it in an envelope and send it to yourself. And guess what? If it ever comes up, you have that. And until they pull out there's a lawyer, and here's all these self-addressed envelopes that I have that are postmarked already that are not sealed, and I can put whatever I want in it. So there was a lot of great information for it, and I can't wait to do it again. And what better time than at the beginning of the year, because you're going to get a fair amount of people that get printers and cutters and craft making things for Christmas, and they just assume that they can. Hey, I bought the file off Etsy, and I see people selling it. Why can't I? It must be legal, right? And this kind of hey, this is how it needs to go, and it's a perfect time for it. I think it should be a yearly show, and he should have his own category. And I think it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, Facebook will not let us post it more than a week in advance. So
just schedule it in StreamYard, and then it's on YouTube, and we can put the link to that.
And then I have to add it, and then I have to remember to add it to Facebook later. Yeah, I can maybe do that. Then I have to get the graph together. I've got a schedule, man. It's like I
know, and I'm trying to get for that week to just sit back and relax, and we just get as many people there as possible.
I've tried that before, and then what happens is I end up forgetting the things that I need to come back to, and yeah. So, anyways,
we're going to remind you,
We'll figure it out. All right. So Christine says the Future You concept is a cool idea. I did this once with a friend at dinner. She was a hotshot lawyer. She was in law school at the time, and I was a best-selling writer. It was fun. Cool. Christine's going to be a best-selling writer in 2021. First book coming out in 2021 from Christine Shreve, by the way, folks. So just stay tuned for that. And Rena says 5 years. Wow, that's a lot to think about. Yeah. So Rena, but as we kind of talked about, just have some fun with it. Dream a little bit. It doesn't matter necessarily if it's right on. If it's just what's 5 years from now look like. I think that's a great place to start. And if it doesn't happen, no big deal. If it does happen, or maybe it happens earlier, cool. All that stuff. So it's about having fun with it for sure.
Absolutely.
And then let's see here. What is the difference between DTF and DTG?
One's F, one's G. Next. So one you're printing on a garment, and the other you're printing on a film. Then you take that film and you cure that film. And that film then becomes a transfer, so that way you can apply that transfer to a multitude of products. And we're gonna test out and see how it all works. I think Aaron doesn't know yet, but I'm gonna send him some stuff so that way we can compare. How's it to DTG? We have it here. apples to apples. Let's see how it actually lines up, how it lines up to other things. And there's, okay, we're going to see. We're going to see.
Yep. Looking forward to it. All right, sir. Well, I think we've covered it. Anything else that we need to cover here tonight?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully I've got some great information. We're really looking forward to the Future You party coming up on January 8th. And if you're not a member, still time to become a member and join that party. Party's just the kickoff, just the celebration. Obviously, the membership's all about the training and the support and being part of the community. So looking forward to having everybody join us in the OSG community in 2021. And Todd, we will see you tomorrow night.
I'll be here, right here.
Right in this box, and I will be bantering in the chat. So,
yeah. So go to YouTube. Remember that too. Go to YouTube and be there, because last week I did not get a bunch of comments, and I couldn't kind of figure out why. And it was after the fact. Realized it just wasn't bringing in the Facebook stuff. So if you're ever having issues, always go to the YouTube feeds, because YouTube seems to know what they're doing when it comes to video. Imagine that.
Yeah, shocker. Okay, sounds good. All right, Todd, have a good night, sir, and we will talk to everybody soon.
See you guys.